Hi guys, I'm back up here with another daily motivational message for the collective. Remember, all messages are not for all, they're for some. Take what you need and leave the rest, as well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you know what to do. DM me, we can get you set up, come fuck with your girl, okay? As well as drop a comment down below, let her hear from you guys to start the discussion, as well as let's go share these vids, man. Let's get this divine knowledge out here for the collective so we all can get on one accord, okay? So we got one message from the Motivational Manifesto and 5 clarifiers from the African tarot deck I have, the brown one here, to really clarify this overall message, okay? All right, let's go and get it popping, okay? So the message is, we cannot timidly wait for everything to fall into our laps. We will receive only as we rise and march, for destiny turns its ear to those without fear. Okay, let's read that one more time so I can make sure what I'm thinking about is what's supposed to be. Okay, we cannot timidly wait for everything to fall into our laps. We will receive only as we rise and march, for destiny turns its ear to those without fear. Which, that's true. This is an energy. What's being said in these moments in time here is the kind of vibe that I'm getting here from this energy is that time waits for no one. Okay, so this is that type of energy in these moments in time here. It's about you living your life to the fullest. Because you got to understand, you start to really understand the concept of life, because we're always learning, right? Including myself, even though I'm in a position to even speak, but I'm always a student to life, right? The overall message has to do with being a student with life, right? To even be a student with life, you have to be in an energy of willing to experience different type of experiences, kind of like learn by doing. Yeah. This is that type of energy, what is being said in these moments in time here, to really get fulfillment in your life in any way, shape, or form, whatever you're looking for. You're going to have to learn by doing, man. You can't allow fear to dictate where you're going. This is that type of energy. You're going to have to stay focused on what you're having to do. But also what is being said here, as well, is that for those who's been on their routines and doing what is necessary, right, and really finding this newfound sense of self within their routine and within this newfound sense of self-discipline and self-control, right? Don't ever think that the opposition, quote unquote, the opposition ain't waiting for your downfall, right? Always waiting for that creak in the that little creak in the crack, I guess, in your foundation to go on a slide in and try to influence you off of your path, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time here. It's about us having a full grip on where we're going, our whole routine, and where we're been. Because if you have an understanding of where you've been, you can appreciate your journey. And also, if you have an understanding on where you're going, you will not be tempted to break what you're doing, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time. Not being scared to turn up, I guess, crank the volume on bettering your situation and becoming better in just general, okay? Yeah, this is that type of energy with the 3 of Pentacles. It's about you staying focused on where you're going, continuing to anchor your target, continue to adjust to your target, right? This is that energy in these moments in time, seeing the changes within yourself as you move forward on your journey. But the 3 of Pentacles have to do with collaboration as well. If you think about the 3 of Pentacles, right? If you see it in the normal tarot deck, it is, what card is that? I just had it. Yeah. The Three of Pentacles is, like, at least in my personal, one of my decks is a person molding, like, themselves. Like, I don't even know what that, like, that hobby is when they mold figures out of like stone and shit. Yeah, that's what the image is on, like, the tarot deck on one of the tarot decks that I have, right? And that's the image that I'm really seeing here with this Three of Pentacles that's lining up with this reading here is when you're focusing on oneself, you're able to mold oneself, right, into the best version of yourself. So that being said, breaking that mold and this sharp, it's kind of that sharpening iron with iron, kind of creating the version of yourself. Yeah, I believe so. Whatever they do with the little, there's like a spike, and then they have the hammer, and then they just literally shape their shit. Yeah, that's what this image that I'm seeing here in these moments in time. And if you really understand, let's like even talk about the process of that shit, right? We all know that process takes time to do, right? If we really break it down, it really takes time to really fully like scope something out, right? Especially if to make sure it's right? This is that type of energy. It's going to take time within your journey. So you're going to have to continue moving forward on your journey. There's this particular little motivational video that I've been listening to that kind of fits here, where he talks about how you have to wrestle with your dreams. You have to wrestle with what you desire in so many words, right? And it's that type of energy. Some of the blessings that we be asking for requires a little bit more elbow grease or handwork or footwork and things of that nature, where you have to get in the ring with this motherfucker and really wrestle with this motherfucker, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time. That's what's coming with you, right? But like I told you with the Seven of Swords, or no, Seven of Wands, don't ever think that your opposition is not watching you. So this is that type of energy waiting for that little slit in the crack to slide in and fuck your whole little shit up, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time. You see this? This is like you, like on your shit, doing your thing. But this motherfucker's like, yeah, you gonna have that time, right? I'm just sitting back waiting for that time, right? This is that time back. It goes back to staying focused on that journey and understanding why you're even doing certain shit here. But also we know that the Seven of Wands has to do with internal conflict. Internal conflict has to do with dealing with those internal wounds, right? Not allowing them motherfuckers to spill over to a point that you're now littering the fucking world with your internal shit. Right? Because a lot of people do that, man. They litter the world. There's all these different fucking wands all over the land where you're tripping over these motherfuckers, right? And it's like, fuck, like I wish everybody would pick up their wands and deal with them, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time, especially being a divine in any way, shape, or form. You are responsible to know how to handle yourself, and you're responsible to know how to conduct yourself. And you learn on this journey, because you learn by doing, right? How to take care of yourself. Because a lot of you guys are more like myself, right? Where a lot of people depend on you, right? But you it's kind of an energy that the only, I don't want to say you don't need love, because everyone does need love and support, that would be a fucking lie. But this would be an energy like, because of who you are, a lot of your love and a lot of your security, a lot of the things that you need kind of sits in the hands of God, right? So in so many words, you're not going to be able to get that from the world, I guess to say, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time. Not saying that you can't find it, but a lot of your recharge is sat in the presence of God. So that being said, having to get out of the world and go back home, recharge, come back to the world and be on your purpose and doing what is necessary is kind of this here, right? You're doing a little in the world, you're doing a little in Zion, and then going back to the world, right? And back to Zion, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time here. That's why it's so important as divines to make sure we got our internal conflict in check, right? This is that energy here where we're not sitting here like this with the hangman, confused as fuck when some shit comes up, when you experience some shit, right? And it's like, yo, like, I didn't expect this to happen, or shit throwing you through a loop and shit, right? Where you're feeling that, that quote unquote feeling of lost, right? This is that energy here. This is kind of that energy when I always talk about that. As divine beings, we have to be able to learn how to tap into that higher self and that lower self, So we're not always fucking namaste. This is an individual that's been namaste the whole time, and now your fucking wounds and trauma comes to visit your motherfucking ass, and you don't know how to deal with it, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time. You're going to have to be able to go dark. I repeat that for the motherfuckers in the back. You are going to have to be able to go dark to heal your situation. You cannot heal with light. You have to go dark, right? But you are given a flashlight though, right? So that being said, when you go in the dark, you shine that light on those areas that need to be looked at, and then we do the necessary actions, time, energy, resources to get that cleaned up, right? But you have to go dark, right? Once again, we got the card again. Just because you were doing what you need to do right now, right? Don't ever think that ain't nobody's waiting for your motherfucking downfall. Here is that opposition again. It looks like you got it on under wraps here. Look, with the swords here, it's kind of like it's under wraps here. But it's always waiting for the next obstacle. You have to understand the opposition, right? Or quote unquote the devil energy. And when we talk about that, we talk about anything that is keeping us from our best self, right? Anything that is keeping us from our best self is the devil energy. We don't acknowledge anything else besides that, right? This is that type of energy. Yes, it's on point, but it's always looking for the crack in your foundation. But take a look at these two cards. This is when you were juvenile. A lot of you guys have been in some experiences. I'm hearing for the past 3 to 6 months. For that, a specific message for somebody where it kind of helps you, kind of graduation from a boy to a man, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time where I see this boy energy here as, okay, you finally got out your situation, right? It goes back to that namaste and all that good stuff. You finally got out of your situation, right? Now it's like, oh shit, I'm out of my situation. I'm doing what I need to do. ... Woo, catch up. Woo, right? This is all this. I ain't gonna fall back into that trap. I ain't gonna do all that. This is like climbing out of the crab bucket. And then like, fuck it, I'm out the crab bucket. But not realizing you have a whole journey ahead of your motherfucking ass. The journey is never done, right? Which we all get into this energy here. Where it's like, damn, we fucking did it. And then we celebrate the win for a little bit too long. Where the next obstacle comes. Where it's like, fuck, I just got out of this. ... Woo, right? Here's this opposition here, right? That kind of slid back in your midst, right? Now we're back here with the 6 of Swords. From that 7 to the 6. Maturing, right? Experiencing. So that being said, because you got to understand that life is like kind of a seesaw, right? You have your ups and then you have your downs, right? No, not a seesaw. More like a roller coaster, yeah. Where you go through these different loops. You can go in some deep patches and then you'll be right back lifted out of those deep patches, right? And et cetera, where this looks like with the 7 of Wands, you got out of a deep patch. With this Hangman, return back to that deep patch. And now, had to learn all the lessons you had to get within that patch, right? And now, back with the 6 of Swords, learning how to adapt to the changes and understand that your journey is always having an ebb and flow to it, right? There's never... You got always stay on point all times, right? With the last card, yeah. With the 8 of Pentacles, you're constantly working, right? So this is that energy in these moments in time, understanding the concept of remaining focused on your journey and understanding that your old version of yourself is always in the midst, waiting for you to get lax. Or not have that firm grip on your journey. When you start to lose that grip, right? So the best advice that can be given here is to remain, have your routine on point, have your routine with the full grasp, right? Allow yourself to go into those dark pits with your flashlight and really shine on places that need to be shined. So when they come to see you, right? Because they always do. Your past and your past traumas and triggers and things of that nature, they always come to see you. Don't ever think them motherfuckers will not come to see your fucking ass. They always do. And this is that type of energy where you're better off expecting their arrival instead of them just popping up unannounced. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a good way to put that. All right, I think I'm going to leave it there. Remember, all messages are not for all. They're for some. Take what you need and leave the rest. As well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you know what to do. DM me. We can get you set up. Come fuck with your girl. As well as drop a comment down below. Let me hear from you guys to start the discussion. As well as, let's go and share these vids, man. Let's get this divine knowledge out here for the collective so we all can get on one accord. And that'll be it. Remember, stay focused on your journey and keep that firm grip on your journey and you'll be good. All right? I want y'all to have a good day and bye-bye.